Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss with the types of hydrogen bonding. Okay. So with the topic now here hydrogen bonding, we have already discussed about the types of hydrogen bonding is of two types. What are they? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding and intramolecular hydrogen bonding. First of all, hydrogen bonding is formed between hydrogen atom of one molecule and the electronegative atom, that is fluorine atom, oxygen atom, nitrogen atom, sometimes Cl, chlorine atom, of the same molecule or another molecule. So between hydrogen atom versus more electronegative atom, the weak electrostatic attractive force that is developed is called what? Hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. So hydrogen bonding is of mainly two types. What are they? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So here the what here? Orthonitrophenol if you take. Orthonitrophenol. In orthonitrophenol, if you take benzene ring, benzene nucleus in this, I told you yesterday that OH group is what? Principal functional group, and NO2 group is what? Substituent. It is substituent, and OH group is functional group here. Functional group here. When OH group and NO2 both are present, NO2 group and OH group, when both are present, OH should be senior group here. So that's why wherever OH group is attached, wherever OH is attached, that carbon will be given first position, first carbon, and wherever NO2 is attached, it is given second carbon position. So it is second carbon, and it is third carbon, it is fourth carbon, it is fifth carbon, it is sixth carbon. So six carbon atoms in benzene ring. Now at second position, what is there? Nitro is there, and at first position, what is there? OH is there. Wherever main functional group means the group of atoms which will give main properties to compound. When benzene has OH functional group, that will be called phenol. Phenol meaning what? The benzene ring with OH group is called phenol. So it is the main functional group. Wherever main functional group attached, that carbon is also taken as what? Alpha carbon, I told you. Alpha carbon. And to alpha carbon, whatever is attached is called beta carbon. The second carbon is taken as beta carbon. To this beta carbon, whatever is attached is called gamma carbon. This carbon is what? Gamma carbon. And this carbon, sixth carbon, is also attached to alpha carbon directly, first carbon. So this one is also beta carbon here. So beta carbon is sixth one as well as second one. Now on second carbon, which group is attached? NO2 group is attached. So it is 2 nitro, otherwise beta nitro. 2 nitro we can say, beta nitro we can say. And also the second position is called what I told? Ortho position I told. Ortho position. So ortho position meaning what? The second carbon position of the benzene ring. The second carbon position is what? Ortho carbon. So ortho position also NO2 we can. So ortho nitro we can say, beta nitro we can say, 2 nitro we can say. So it is phenol molecule. Benzene with OH group is what? Phenol. In this phenol molecule, the nitro group, that is NO2 group is present at which position? Ortho position we can say, beta position we can say, second carbon position we can say. 2 nitro, beta nitro, otherwise ortho nitro, phenol it is. So in this molecule now, between oxygen atom of NO2 group and hydrogen atom of OH group, between these two groups, there will be hydrogen bonding. The three dots indicating what here? Hydrogen bonding between hydrogen atom and oxygen atom, more electronegative oxygen atom. So here, this hydrogen bonding is between the hydrogen and oxygen of the same molecule you observe. If you observe keenly, this is total same molecule, one molecule only. NO2 group is belonging to this molecule. OH group also belongs to this molecule. So between hydrogen and oxygen of the same molecule, hydrogen bonding is there. That's why it is called intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intra means within the same molecule. The hydrogen bonding is between hydrogen atom of OH group, oxygen atom of NO2 group. That is why it is called what now here? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Is the concept clear? Next, if you take this case, here we have taken benzene ring with OH group is called phenol. This one, benzene with OH group is what? Phenol. In this phenol, It is first carbon, I told you. It is second carbon. It is third carbon. It is fourth carbon. On fourth carbon, what is there? NO2 group is attached. NO2 group is attached at fourth carbon. This fourth carbon position is also called what I said, para position. Para position or fourth carbon position. The fourth carbon position is called what? Para. So this para carbon has what now? Para position has what? NO2 group. It is what now? Meta. META, meta. It is ortho. At ortho position, NO2 group not there. At meta position, NO2 group is not there. At para position, what is there? NO2 group is attached. So we can say now this one, para nitro. This molecule, if it is para nitro phenol. Benzene ring with OH group is phenol. In this phenol molecule, at para position, that is fourth carbon position, NO2 group is attached. So it is called what? Para nitrophenol. So para nitrophenol. Here in this case now, between one molecule of para nitrophenol and another molecule of para nitrophenol, between two molecules of para nitrophenol, there is hydrogen bonding here. The dotted lines indicate what? Hydrogen bonding. So the hydrogen bond is between hydrogen atom of one nitrophenol, para nitrophenol, and oxygen atom of another para nitrophenol. Between one para nitrophenol molecule and the other para nitrophenol molecule, there is hydrogen bonding. This is what now inter. Inter meaning what here? Between one molecule and the other molecule. It is called intermolecular. Here, within the same molecule of orthonitrophenol, the hydrogen bonding is there. So it is what intramolecular, it is intermolecular. Now, based on type of hydrogen bonding, we have to understand the properties of that compounds. So in this case now here, para nitrophenol has what? Intermolecular, whereas orthonitrophenol has intramolecular. Now guess blindly first, which one is stronger bonding, stronger hydrogen bonding? Intermolecular is stronger bond or intramolecular is stronger bond? Which is stronger bond you feel? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding is stronger bond than what? Intramolecular. It is weaker bond. Okay. So now here, because of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, somewhat stronger it is. So this is what now here, somewhat strong, relatively stronger than intramolecular. Intramolecular, stronger than what? Intramolecular. First point to understand. Next, due to stronger hydrogen bonding here, in this case, due to stronger hydrogen bonding, what happens is that between these two molecules, strong attraction will be there. If strong attraction is there, boiling points will be greater or lesser. Between the molecules, the stronger hydrogen bond is there in intermolecular. If intermolecular is stronger hydrogen bonding, okay, whenever stronger hydrogen bond is there, intermolecular is there. Now attractive forces between the molecules stronger. When attractive forces are greater, what will be higher? The boiling point will be higher. This will be having relatively higher boiling points. Higher boiling points. So higher boiling points and melting points generally will be due to what? Intermolecular. Because intermolecular is stronger bond. Intermolecular is what? Stronger bond. Therefore, we have to take it what? Now high boiling point because of more attractive forces between the molecules. So higher boiling point we have to take, higher solubility. Higher solubility. Solubility will be greater. Solubility will be greater. So solubility will increase when hydrogen bonding is of intermolecular type. If intermolecular hydrogen bonding is, the solubility will be higher, boiling point will be higher. High boiling point, high solubility will be to what? Will be due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, which is stronger relatively than what? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So these things we have to understand. So nitrophenol is the two types we have to take here. We have to take two types of nitrophenol here. One is what? Orthonitrophenol. It is para-nitrophenol. In this case, nitro group, NO2 group is attached to fourth carbon position, that is para position. Here in this case, what is taken? Now second carbon is attached with what? NO2 group here. So I told you that alpha carbon is where OH is attached. To alpha carbon, whatever is attached is beta. To beta carbon, whatever is attached is gamma. To gamma carbon, whatever is attached is called what? delta. This is delta carbon. The delta indicates what? The carbon which is directly attached to the gamma carbon. Gamma carbon directly attaches to beta carbon. Beta carbon directly attaches to alpha carbon. So this one also directly attached to alpha carbon. Na? That's why it is what now? Beta carbon again. So this one is attached to beta carbon na here. So it is what? Gamma carbon. To gamma carbon, whatever is attached is called delta carbon. Like this we have taken. But here generally we don't use here name delta nitrophenol. Delta nitrophenol generally we don't use. We say either para nitrophenol, otherwise 4-nitrophenol. 4-nitrophenol. So what is another name of this? 4-nitrophenol. Here this is what now orthonitrophenol name is what? 2-nitrophenol. So 2-nitrophenol and 4-nitrophenol. In which case the hydrogen bonding is stronger? In para. Otherwise 4-nitrophenol. In this case, what is there? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding between two molecules is there of same substance. These two are molecules of same substance. But between the molecules it is there now, so it is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So it's about what now here? The types of two types of hydrogen bonding in organic molecules. So like this, always ortho type, ortho compounds will undergo what? Will have what? Intramolecular. Para compounds will have intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So that point we have to keep in mind. So the same thing we'll discuss with the help of PPT now. So the hydrogen bonding is generally between what? Between hydrogen atom and more electronegative atoms. More electronegative atoms are generally what here? Fluorine with highest electronegativity. Then oxygen, nitrogen, and Cl. These are different types of more electronegative atoms. So with these atoms only, the hydrogen will be forming what? Hydrogen bonding. So now check it here. So now hydrogen bonding, the theory part I'm sending to you, you can write notes, okay? So Latimer and Rodi Bush, these two introduced what? The idea of hydrogen bonding for the first time. So hydrogen bonding will be between what now? Hydrogen atom versus fluorine, or hydrogen versus oxygen, hydrogen versus nitrogen. In covalent compounds only it will be there. And if you take here molecule of HX, here X is halogen, H is hydrogen. Now hydrogen gets partial positive charge, halogen gets what? Partial negative charge. Delta plus indicates partial charge. So between these two, one electron pair is shared. Electron pair is shared between halogen atom and hydrogen atom. Now, is it unequal sharing or equal sharing? Unequal sharing of electrons here. So unequal sharing of electrons is between H and X because of different electronegativities. So now here X is more electronegative atom, H is less electronegative atom. Okay. Next, hydrogen bonding is of how many types? I told you two types of hydrogen bonding. So first one is what here? Inter. Inter means between. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. In this case, you take here. So it is one HF molecule. It is one HF molecule. In this HF molecule, fluorine is more electronegative, so minus charge. Here hydrogen is what? Less electronegative, so it is having plus charge. The hydrogen gets what now? Partial positive charge. Fluorine gets partial negative charge. Again, it is another molecule now. It is what? Another molecule of fluorine. So between this molecule of fluorine, HF, and this molecule of HF, between two different molecules here, what is there? Weak attractive force is there. The dotted line indicating what? Hydrogen bond here. So between hydrogen of HF molecule and fluorine of another H molecule, the bonding is what? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So it is a hydrofluoric acid. Hydrofluoric acid. Again, what now it is? What here? Another molecule here. HF molecule is another molecule. So this solid line indicates what? Covalent bond. Solid line indicates covalent. The dotted line indicates what? Hydrogen bond. So between this molecule, hydrogen bond. Between this molecule and again, this is another molecule here. This is what? Another molecule of HF. Now again, between these two also what is there? Between these two molecules, hydrogen bond is there. Now the angle between hydrogen bond and the covalent bond. Between covalent bond and hydrogen bond, what is there here? Which type of what here? What is the angle here? 120 is the bond angle here. Okay. So what is the type of hydrogen here? Type of bonding here? Hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond is of two types. molecular, what is that? Intermolecular and intramolecular, two types of hydrogen bonding, right? So between HF molecules, what is there now here? It is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. So now once we go through this, next example, you check it here. What is observed here? In case of next case, now observe once what given here, which type of molecules are given, and what is the type of what here bonding. You check it once. If you observe here, which of molecules are given, ma? So NH3, NH3 is what now here? Ammonia molecule and H2O molecule given here. So now you have to understand what is the type of hydrogen bonding between these two here. One check it first. Yeah, now understood my here. So here in what NH3 molecule and NH3 molecule, what is there here? Dotted line. The dotted line indicates here, it is what? Hydrogen bonding. So between hydrogen atom of one molecule and nitrogen atom of another molecule. What is there here? Hydrogen is there here. So this weak hydrogen bonding is present in ammonia molecule and ammonia molecule. So this total is what here? NH3 molecule. In NH3 molecule, now how many covalent bonds there you check it? So NH covalent bond, NH covalent bond, NH covalent bond. Now between nitrogen and hydrogen, which is more electronegative? Nitrogen is more negative. That's why this bond pair, the bond pair of covalent bond will be close to nitrogen. So nitrogen gets what now here? Negative charge. Hydrogen gets what here? Positive charge. So between positively charged hydrogen and negatively charged nitrogen, what will be there? Attractive force will be there. So this weak attractive force between hydrogen of one molecule and nitrogen of another molecule is what? Hydrogen bonding. Between two molecules now here, so it is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So like this, what now between one molecule, other molecule, and like this between all the ammonia molecules, what is there? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding is there. Is that clear, ma? So here ammonia has which shape? Pyramid shape. NH3 has what? Pyramid. Here one lone pair will be there. Nitrogen has what? One lone pair and three bond pairs. Three bond pairs and one lone pair. That is what VSEPR notation is given as A, B3 and L. A is central atom, B3 means three bond pairs, L means one lone pair. So AB3L type of molecule will have which shape? Pyramid shape. Between one molecule and other molecule, what is there here? Intermolecular hydrogen bond is there. And if you take water molecule, in case of water also, between H2O and H2O, what will be there? Intermolecular hydrogen bond is there here. So in H2O case here, it is what? Solid line. The solid line indicates what? The solid line indicates what? Covalent bond here, OH covalent bond, OH covalent bond. It is one molecule of what? H2O. So between one molecule of H2O and the other molecule of H2O, what is there? This dotted line indicating what? Hydrogen bonding. So between hydrogen atom of one water molecule and oxygen, more electronegative oxygen of another water molecule, hydrogen bonding is there. Because of this hydrogen bonding, only all the water molecules will be associated to form liquid state. Otherwise, the H2O should be in gaseous phase. If H2O is in gaseous phase, we cannot survive on the earth. If water is not there in liquid state, no living thing can be existing here. Is that clear? So like this, hydrogen bonding is helpful for survival of the living things on the earth. And next example, what? Formic acid. In case of formic acid formula what? H bond COOH. H bond COOH is formic acid. It is one molecule. So here it is one HCOOH molecule. HCOOH means what? Formic acid. It is one molecule. And it is another molecule right side. Now between these two molecules, if you check here, the hydrogen bond is between hydrogen and oxygen of another molecule. Hydrogen of one molecule and oxygen of another molecule. And here also between hydrogen of one molecule and oxygen of another molecule. This dotted lines indicate what here? Hydrogen bonding. So here one hydrogen bonding here, another hydrogen bonding here. Here COOH means C double bond O and single bond OH. C double bond O, single bond OH is COOH. H COOH is what? Formic acid. In formic acid, if you observe this length of hydrogen bonding between H and O is how much? 160 picometers. 160 picometers means what? 10 power minus 12 meters. And here 100 picometers is between what? Hydrogen and oxygen when they are bonded with covalent bond. The hydrogen oxygen covalent bond length is what? 100 picometers. The hydrogen oxygen hydrogen bond length is 160 picometers. So here less bond length indicating stronger bond. Less bond length indicates what? Stronger bond. Less bond length means stronger bond. So OH covalent bond is stronger. OH hydrogen bond is stronger. Covalent bond is stronger. It is a formic acid. Next, para-chlorophenol. Para means what I told you here. The P stands for what? Para. O, small o hyphen. O stands for ortho. Small m. M stands for meta. Ortho, meta, para positions. Now here in this case, now wherever OH group is attached, functional group is attached, that carbon will be given what? First position here. So this carbon is first carbon in benzene ring, first carbon. And now it is second carbon, third carbon, and fourth carbon. So here it is what now? Fourth carbon. So to the fourth carbon, which atom is attached here? Cl is attached. The chlorine is attached. Chlorine is attached to benzene ring. At which position? Fourth position. So 4-chlorophenol. Phenol means what I told you? Benzene with OH group. Benzene ring with OH group is phenol. In this phenol at fourth position, that is para position, what is there? Chloro is there. So what we said, para chloro. This para chloro we can also say what? 4-chloro. How we can also say here? For para chloro we can say 4-chloro. 4 means what here? Para position. So 4-chlorophenol we can say, otherwise para-chlorophenol we can say. In this case now, between one molecule and other molecule, it is one molecule now here. This total is what? One molecule. Between one molecule and other molecule, hydrogen bonding is there here, between this molecule and this molecule. So here, which atom is also involved? Cl atom also is involved. So between hydrogen and more electronegative Cl also, what is there here? Hydrogen bonding is there. So it's about what now here? Para-chlorophenol. Next, now one more point what we have to understand is that intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Inter means between the molecules, is also responsible for increase in the viscosity. Viscosity means, okay, if you take honey and water on the same slope, if you put what here? Water and honey. If you pour water and honey, which will be moving faster? The water flows down very faster. The honey moves slowly. The honey is what? Viscous liquid. It has more viscosity than water. And water is mobile liquid. Mobile or mobile. M-O-B-I-L-E. Mobile liquid means what? A fast moving liquid here. So viscosity will be less for mobile liquid and viscosity will be high for viscous liquid. So honey is viscous liquid. It has more viscosity, we say. So viscosity will be decided by what? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So more the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, stronger the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, suppose, then more will be viscosity of the liquid. Viscosity of the liquid will be more. Okay, now if you take that example here, listen carefully. Here CH3 bond, CH2 bond OH. Between the carbons, if bond is not mentioned, we have to take single bond, remember. CH3 single bond, CH2 single bond OH. It is ethyl alcohol, C2H5. C and C, C2, H3 and H2H5. C2H5 is what? Ethyl alcohol it is. What is this one? Ethyl alcohol has here eta. This symbol is what now? Eta. Eta is used for what? Viscosity. Eta. What is this called? Eta. ETA. So this eta indicates, eta symbol indicating viscosity. So viscosity is represented by eta. So this one, the viscosity is shown by what now? Eta symbol. So this eta is equal to 1.2 centipoise. Poise we know. Poise is the unit of what? Viscosity. Centipoise. Centi means 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 2. 1 by 100 centi. So centipoise we use the unit as what now to measure what? Viscosity. The units of viscosity what? Centipoise. So here, how much viscosity for this ethyl alcohol? 1.2 centipoise. Here, how many OH groups are there? One OH group is there. Now, between hydrogen of this molecule and oxygen of another molecule, what will be there? Hydrogen bonding will be there. So, how many hydrogen bondings possible here? One hydrogen bonding is possible. One hydrogen bonding is possible by one OH group, right? Now, here, if you take this molecule here, how to read this one? You check it. CH2OH, single bond, CH2OH. Between the carbons, which bond is there? Single bond. CH2 bond OH, single bond, CH2 bond OH. It is what? One of the molecules. Here on first carbon OH group, on second carbon OH group it is. Ethylene glycol it is. Ethylene glycol. C and C, C2, H2 and H2, H4. C2H4 is what? Ethylene. And glycol means 2 times alcohol will be there. 2 times alcohol group is there. So it is called glycol. Okay, ethylene glycol it is. So it has how many centipoise here? 17. Centipoise will be the viscosity of this liquid, because here 2 OH groups are there and 2 hydrogen bonding will be possible. 2 times hydrogen bonding. This OH will exhibit hydrogen bonding. This also shows what? Hydrogen bonding formation. So two types, two OH groups present here, and more stronger hydrogen bonding will be there. And next case here, in this case, CH2OH bond, CHOH bond, CH2OH. Okay, ma. So in this case, what now here? 3 OH groups are there. How many OH groups? 3 OH groups. The 3 OH groups will be giving what? More viscosity. Here hydrogen bonding is possible, hydrogen bonding is possible, hydrogen bonding is possible 3 times. So eta, that is viscosity, is equal to what? 1070 centipoise. So like this, more the number of OH groups, more hydrogen bonding intermolecular and more viscosity will be there. Okay, ma. So then intramolecular hydrogen bonding. And we discussed the orthochlorophenol. Here phenol means OH group. OH group at first position. Wherever OH group is attached, first carbon that one. And wherever Cl is attached, it should be taken as second carbon. So first carbon OH group, second carbon Cl atom. Now between hydrogen and Cl, what is there? Hydrogen bonding is there here. It is orthochlorophenol. Second carbon is the orthocarbon. At ortho position, Cl is there. Wherever OH is attached, that carbon should be taken as first carbon. If OH is written here, it should be first carbon. If OH is attached here, it should be first carbon, like this. Next, so here it is what now here? Orthonitrophenol. So OH group is attached to this carbon, so it is first carbon. It is first carbon atom, and it is what? Second carbon atom. So at second carbon atom, what is attached? NO2 group attached. In NO2 group, double bond O is present, dative bond O is present. Here the dative bond O is nothing but single bond O only. It is double bond O we have taken. Then in this case now here, see, this group is what? Bond COOH group. Bond COOH. This is acid group here. COOH group is acid group. OH is alcohol group. OH is what? Alcohol group. So bond OH is attached, bond COOH is attached. Now between these two groups now, remember that COOH, acid group, is more stronger than, more senior than OH group. Between NO2 and OH, which is senior, I told you, OH group is senior group. So it should be allotted first position. Here, COOH and OH, if you take, which is strong, which is senior group, here priority should be given for acid group. So wherever acid is attached, that carbon should be taken for first carbon now. This is first carbon now. Then this should be given second carbon. So at second carbon, what is there now? OH group is there. So this OH group is called hydroxy. Hydrogen and oxygen is there now. So hydroxy group we say here. It is called carboxy. Carbon and oxygen is there now. So carboxy group it is. It is hydroxy group. So carboxy group should be given more priority, and here this carbon of the benzene should be taken first carbon. This carbon of benzene should be taken second carbon. Now at second carbon, what is attached? Hydroxy group is attached. The second carbon is called ortho or para. It is orthocarbon. So orthohydroxy. What is this name? Orthohydroxy. O indicates what here? Ortho. O-R-T-H-O. Orthohydroxy. Benzoic acid. Benzene with acid na here. So it is given name what? Benzoic acid. So benzoic acid is taken, and at ortho position, what is there? OH group is there. Instead of ortho, what we can say here? 2-hydroxy we can say na. At second carbon, hydroxy group is there. So 2-hydroxy benzoic acid we say here. So it is what now here? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. You have to go through the notes of this. You have to write also. Then only you'll understand. And all these points, once you go through, tomorrow we'll discuss. Bye. Good day. Just a minute.